In a fiery speech, Joe Biden issued a call to arms to the world's democracies to stand up to Russian aggression, warning it would be a long-fought and costly battle, but one that is worth waging.
Over the last 30 years, the forces of autocracy have revived all across the globe. Its hallmarks are familiar ones: contempt for the rule of law, contempt for democratic freedom, contempt for the truth itself. Today, Russia has strangled democracy.
He also went the closest he's gone so far in the conflict to calling for regime change in Russia.
Ukraine will never be a victory for Russia, for free people refused to live in a world of hopelessness and darkness. We will have a different future, a brighter future, rooted in democracy and principles, hope and light, of decency and dignity, of freedom and possibilities. For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
Earlier in the day, Biden met with his Polish counterpart, President Duda. The pair, who have not always seen eye to eye, are now becoming key partners. Bordering Ukraine, Poland is geographically a last line of defence, so to speak, for NATO. But it's also vulnerable should Russia expand its ambitions beyond Ukraine. And once again, Biden promised NATO's full support.
We take Article 5 as a sacred commitment, not a throwaway, a sacred commitment that relates to every member of NATO.
It was the reassurance the Polish president and his country had wanted to hear.
My compatriots, Poles have a great feeling of danger because we know what Russian imperialism and an attack by the Russian army means, because our grandparents and our great-grandparents, sometimes even our parents, survived it.
At times, Poland has been considered a complicated ally for the US, accused of riding roughshod over democracy. But the conflict in Ukraine appears to be resetting that relationship. The two countries need each other. And right now, past differences are being cast aside. In a further show of solidarity with the Polish people, the president visited refugees taking shelter in Warsaw. More than 2 million people have fled to Poland, and it's putting significant strain on the country's resources.
You know, you're dealing every day with Vladimir Putin. I mean, look at what he's done to these people. What does it make you think? He's a butcher.
Biden's visit to Poland has delivered strong messages, unity amongst NATO allies and solidarity with Ukrainians in the face of the Russian onslaught. Sarah Morice, TRT World, Warsaw.
You're also beautiful eyes, dangerous.